Glorious day to you, my friends. Thank you for another glorious day. Today, Spirit wants to talk about enthusiastic expansion and living our life path. Siharata artikanari atakasa ariaratahata ishuko utu uruhutukanara warra iskanarayarata arshikariarata. Today we have an auspicious astronomical event. The sun is conjunct Jupiter. It's Jupiter's solar return, Jupiter's birthday. And this is illuminating expansion, enthusiastic expansion. It's the invitation from the universe to be enthusiastic about who we are, about living life. The sun's our joy, it's our self. And Jupiter's expansion. Jupiter's also luck and miracles. But there's an interesting aspect that not many are talking about. Neptune is still technically now conjunct with both the sun and Jupiter. And Neptune is our emotions, our dreams, our ideals, basically the core of who we are. So Neptune will be within 1 degree conjunction with the sun in a week on March 12th. And interestingly, I am channeling on Hucolo TV for the Hucolo webinar that day. We're in the season of Ascension here. You know, every day we're expanding more and more, and the energies are elevating us. And we're accepting these energies and this elevation, this ascension. And this conjunction today is yet another invitation from the universe to be our true, authentic self and to live our life path. And 12 is so prevalent here. Jupiter's orbit is just under 12 years. And interestingly, Neptune, its orbit is 165 years. So even though Neptune and Jupiter round up every 12 plus years because Jupiter, but they don't meet up in the sun. I didn't do the math on how often they meet up with the sun. April 12th is another big energy day. And on April 12th, we've got Jupiter and Neptune. They're going to continue getting closer and closer together until April 12th when they're in direct conjunction. And that's going to be yet another day of elevation, of ascending higher thought, being our higher self. Kotur hatatari ashikaniara ariara sakahananiara tatayarata. Kutukuru nati aratakariara tatati. Now, another interesting aspect that is happening today that not many are talking about is that Saturn is conjunct with the midheaven. And it's also called Saturn culminating. This is a Saturn is karma and justice, as well as focus and discipline and time. Okay, our focus and our discipline are creating the time. Jupiter's about expansion, about the infiniteness. And interestingly, the midheaven is 12 o'clock in the sky. Okay, so we got yet another 12, and 12 is a completion number, Lemurian, Atlantean, Sumerian completion number. Shiata Arya. In the midheaven, talks about our attitude towards achievement and our life path and achieving our life path. Hence the title of this video, Enthusiastic Expansion and Living Our Life Path. Or maybe it could have been called Expansion and Living Our Life Path Enthusiastically. Enthusiasm, joy, inspiration. Finding them and living them. Expressing them, emanating them, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to say. It's our natural it's our natural self. It's the most natural thing that we can do. When we came in to this life, we were the light and we knew how to be the light. We were taught by everybody else from our external influences through our five senses. We were taught to make ourselves small, to limit ourselves, to behave, to act a certain way, to do this, to do that. But our heart knows how to be the light. Our heart knows how to be our true authentic self. Kotura nananiriyarta ariyata kashkarayata. Katitu kur ura hana atakitiriara. Kashahisaka nananiyarata. So let us give gratitude to the ending of karmic cycles. Let us give gratitude for the deliverance of divine justice. Let us not attach to how the universe delivers the karma. That's not our business. Our business is how we interact with the universe. Can we let it be? It is what it is. Can we allow it to be what it is? We were taught as humans our whole lives to attach meaning to it, whatever it is, whatever we're observing, whatever we're interacting with. We were taught to attach meaning and feeling, and we're creating that meaning and feeling. We're creating all those ideas, we're creating all those attachments. And when the truth comes out that it is what it is, and it's not what we created in our mind, we're creating karma based on that. We're creating upset in ourselves, we're creating upset in others, we're creating upset in the universe. When we allow a person to be themselves, or act whatever way they're acting, or the situation, to be the situation without having to influence it, you being you, and the situation being the situation, whether it's work, family, exercise, whatever it is. Can you allow it to be what it is? Can you allow it to become what it is going to become without you attaching any meaning to it? Without you attaching anything else? It's perfect all by itself. You are perfect all by it yourself. Everyone else is already perfect all by themselves. We simply choose to have a viewpoint that they're not, and that viewpoint is out of ego and judgment. But let us get back to your life path, your life purpose. We meditate for so many reasons. One of the benefits of meditation is we're not listening to the programming of others. We're listening to our true self, the core of who we are. We're listening to our joy. Or if all those words are too many, we're just listening to our being, allowing it to be. That's really the core of meditation right there. Is we're allowing ourselves to be. We're not adding any attachments to who we are, who we're supposed to be, what we should do. Don't should on yourself. And don't should on others. When we breathe and stoke that fire, we're illuminating our passion within. We're igniting our fire within, our will. And it's not this human will of ego, it's this divine will of our higher self. There is no separation between you and God. God is our highest self. It's the simplest way to say it. In our highest form, we are connected to everything. In our highest form, there is no separation. And our higher self is simply guiding us into alignment to exactly who we are. Naturally, effortlessly. All these ideas of God and who God is, they're either created in our minds or somebody else's minds. If we simply allow God to be the being of the core of who we are, then God is simply a word. And it's our state of being when we're not doing anything. We're either observing all the ideas that pop in our mind without attaching, without interacting, or those thoughts that pop into our mind, can we allow them to observe us? Where we are, when we are in our being. And they will go away on their own. They will be what they are supposed to be. So let's get some light codes in here. I got a turn for the light codes. We got some water codes here for Neptune. Let's see if I can actually do this. Forgive me, I didn't plan this. I just got to turn around my my tripod setup. Oh, there we go. It is gonna work. Look at that. We will fix it. Gotta take off the shades to do this. Husa atakari. Is that the sun? That is the sun. Look at that. Now some light codes in light language as we stare into the sun and Jupiter and Neptune, giving gratitude to our enthusiastic expansion and living our life purpose. There's no effort that we need to do to actually live our life purpose if we're in our joy. We're living our life purpose. And if we're called to act or do something when we're living in our joy, then that is our life purpose. Okay, light language. Utur hutkacha ahana saheka. Arata chikur utuka nawahata arhatitiroto. Ushahai hiakata katakarshka haeska. Utukuru utukushka. Arahatata kashikari. Hutukur hanaa tekira tekarasa. Kuchikur a tituku tuhusha hatatiki tikichiko. Hushaaya a takariara. Asahatakataka ti toro. Kushuku uhur hatatokoro. Hachiti harana takatikitakaryeri. Uchu chukoro hota arwa tukuru hoto. Shashishiko to ura hatawayete. Kutura anahatakachiri. Kataart kanada aska atati tikatakarata. Kuturu uta hachitadara. Katara atakarieti. Kusha atakanana hatitiri. Hati aratakatarata. Kutur nana hatakatita kuruto. Kasha ata atita kuro. Atutu uru hutataria. Hashashaya atakatukuru hutu. Hashaya akahasa atakarati. Kushukuna nanara atitira chuhurato. Ayatakata ratahti ratata. Hashakara. Hutukuru hutuka wahaya. Kasata katara. Husananari eti chichiara hatari doko. Atiti harataka. Atiti aranahatakari. Ati riata atakaska hasa sisira. Hushasha nananirita. Asahatakati ara. Ushuhu hutati arahasa. Niarata acha. Aska nariarati tikuru. Hashishiara. Niriara hatakatikirokoro. Hushukuru utuktoro ukushanara isukatiariata atahariaratari. Kushukutu urhutata ashakariri kishikarayara tuhutu. Hushahara wata atakarishkariri. Niri arhatakatirutko. Uchkuta atariarata haskariti. Kutura otonara artikirira askata atariarata katiriarata katu. Hutuku shakata harata hireri. Kutukura anata karishkishiara. Aska harihitikiti kurahoto. Hashkanara arhatakatukuru husuku. Isoho nati arhatakatiri arta. I thank you, my friends, for joining me in my highest bliss. Mahalo. Aloha. Kachikiaraha. Asahanara hatatiyaratata. And make it a great day. Because why would you leave it up to anyone else?